Okay, we are here, we are live with some more Pokemon Scarlet. Last time we spent some time, the entire time, coming up with nicknames for some of our shiny Pokemon, as well as working on some legendary nickname stuff for the legendaries we're going to get outside of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We pretty much just have some Pokemon we need to lock names in for. I guess we do need to brainstorm a Noctowl name. But yeah, we did that all while doing Terra Raids, and I'm guessing we're going to kind of just do the same thing today. Hopefully we can finish up all the name stuff today, but, you know, I don't know, I got about 2 hours, so we'll see. Right, I just was like, oh, Tarantula outbreak! Is there anything that really calls out to me? Anything really rare that I should care about? I mean, ignoring the Porygon outbreaks, which I don't think we're gonna do anything. And yeah, then we ended up getting the shiny Noctowl yesterday. Did you? No, what? The Rowlet is always. I mean, whenever I see the starters, it's very tempting, but I think we're fine. Let's just do some Terra Raids. I think it's gonna be easier to do it in the DLC areas. I think we'll start just by kind of brainstorming a quick possibility for a Noctowl name, and then we'll move over to the legendaries to try to finish that up, because we were coming up with potential Star Wars planet names for them, so we were kind of writing down a list and we hadn't finished. There wasn't really any, there was no Rizzing. I figured I'd just see what was here out of curiosity. Okay, damn, this spot is probably pretty good for picnic resets. Jeez Louise. One picnic. I have problems. Let me take a look at the list of other random nicknames that I didn't use and see if any of those scream out to me for a Noctowl. Okay, yeah, it seems like Pokemon can't spawn in this like little bit here, so the Porygon are actually, this is like a really good spot for them. I guess I can keep this in mind as like a picnic reset spot if I need it for something. Yeah, that's actually kind of tempting. Not that I should be doing. I don't need any more. Tiny. Sorry, I was looking at the Swaddle. Okay, once we get in, I'll start looking at the Noctowl names. Once we get into a Terra Raid. For now, we'll stick to only the 5-star. Actually, we're fine with King Hunk here. King Hunk. King Hunk. Wait. Bro, my brain just... Okay, whatever, anyway. Yeah, so we're looking for a Noctowl name. Let me just see... I mean, Klungo and Krungo, for some reason, call out as possibilities. It's not even the first time I've looked at those two names. I don't know why. Let me see if any of these... Oh yeah, there is Birding 737 and Sullen Birder. Those were possible Braviary names, but they work for Noctowl. Although none of them are DB Pooper, which kind of to name. Oh yeah, we had Goldwing, which was originally for Volcarona, but actually does work for Noctowl. Oh, did I click Curse? Yeah. Let's see. I did an okay-ish amount. Okay, well, not a good start. I guess we'll go again. Ah! We had Neep and Suit. I don't know if those kind of work. What if you tried to Rizz but failed and your wife rizzed you up? I mean, you know... Nah, neither of us are particularly flirtatious or competent at that sort of thing. Let me see. Quilt. I don't know why Quilt sounds cute. I don't know why I would name it Quilt, but you know what? I'm putting it on the possibility list. For Klungo and Krungo. Yeah, okay. Those were in 2 spots at once, apparently. Okay, get the Terra in. There's Breezy. kind of fits Noctowl. Yeah, we're kind of just throwing shit at a wall right now. Oh yeah, I had flap attack. Anything here really? Trying to find that nickname that calls out the most. Anything else before I come up with a couple possible names just off the top of my head? Chirp, chirp, and chorp, chorp. I mean, I could if I wanted, because eventually I'll probably go for Hoodoo. Okay, let me see if I have anything. Flapper. Flapper works! I'll put it on the possibility list. This possibility list is getting way too big for its own good. Let's see, what else? What can I come up with off the top of my head just for Noctowl? Hooters. Although I guess that's probably a better Hoodoo name. Mud Slap. Okay. Thing's trying to annoy me now. I can't get accuracy back. Plus I'm paralyzed. This ain't being very nice. Odd-shaped dick. I don't think that would fit. Also, dick probably is not allowed to begin with. Okay, well, I guess I'm never hitting this thing again. I'm not gonna feint this because I'm gonna keep missing. Bro, that's 4 in a row. Oh shit, thank you for the raid! Good. Give a notification. There it is. Saw it in the chat before I saw it. Hey, welcome, welcome! Number 1. Doing a couple hero raids right now. Coming up with a few Pokemon nicknames, brainstorming. I'm currently trying to see if I can come up with anything good for a shiny Noctowl. Not getting super far with it, but it's life. Okay, I think this is honestly going to come down to if we can hit this thing, or if we keep missing. I thought I said the Kiwi's ready for going. No, I hope you're streaming well. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think we'll be okay here. Maybe. Please. I think the Tau Cleave actually has 100% accuracy. But it's fine, it worked out. Good boy. I don't know if good boy really fits like an owl. Like, that's more of a dog kind of name. Eh. And that is Snorlax defeated. Yeah, I probably need to set up somebody with Swords Dance or something. Get a belly drummer going. Hey, Bitter Herbert Mystica, let's go. Probably check EXP candies just to be safe, because we were doing some blissy stuff yesterday. So we got quite a few lying around, or quite a few extra. See how that goes. Poor Snorlax, he was king in the world, he knew that. He's no longer. Good owl. No! Oh yeah, we're fine now. At least for a bit. We gotta come up with something better than that. And we don't. Frankly, I routinely come up with things worse than that, but that's besides the point. Ooh, take a vote. Meat. Nope, we're not doing anything weirdly sexual. Also, that doesn't even fit Noctowl's theming. Who's excited for the Switch too? To be honest, I don't really care that much right now. I mean, I did see. I think it was today that they released it. I literally got sent it on Discord right before the stream. the Scarlet and Violet update, which looks kind of cool, but currently there's just not enough that I'm actively excited about on. I mean, I tend to be a later adopter of consoles anyway, so I'm waiting for more to come out before I get too excited. Meat flyer. I mean, I guess, but aren't all birds meat flyers? Because they're just a pile of meat and they fly? I mean, I guess ostriches wouldn't be meat flyers, they'd be like meat walkers. You know? Yeah, more under havoc. So yeah, like I'm generally hopeful, I guess optimistic for it, but I also, yeah, at this point, I can't justify dropping, you know, 450, 500 bucks on it. Plus with the games right now being 80 bucks. Like, no. Great. Nah, I don't think it is a great name. Then again, my best thing that I came up with at the time was Noctopus, like an octopus, so I don't know what the fuck I'm complaining about. I can't be like, oh yeah, your names suck when that's what I come up with. Because it's clearly not an octopus. I have to save that name for, I don't know, Pokemon Fusion. Fuse it with an Octillery. Then it could be an octopus. Oh damn, you get the Solar Beam, free recharge. I love when anything can go down with that Koraidon. Anything that's weak to fighting is because Koraidon just obliterates them. Makes my life easy. Anything. I mean, I said Hooters. Now I'm just coming up with Ooters. Jesus Christ. How am I doing worse than you in chat? You gave me Meat Rider and Meat Flyer, and I'm coming up with worse names. I mean, I don't know, I could start looking up types of owls or some shit. I mean, I guess I really don't know that much about owls. I like bird stuff. Then again, I don't think I've seen an owl just in the wild. I guess I'm not walking around in the middle of the night. I don't even know what we have in my location. Probably not much. So, yeah. I mean, let's just see types of owls. What comes up? Any fun little inspiration? Sometimes you just gotta do some Googling. We come up with something kind of lame. We'll probably fight this ground one, even if it's a 3 or 4 star, because I do actually benefit from ground Terra shards. Okay, they're gonna make me beat up a Chingling? Okay, now I'm just gonna feel like a dick. Oh, owl speech. Barn owl, barred owl, boreal. I mean, I could actually. Sorry, this bird looks fucking funny. Real quick. Oh wait, look at this guy right here. But no, not you. What's up? What the guy doing? Anyway, Chingling. Eastern Screech Owl. Owl. There's a lot of different types of owls, and they all look very funny. Northern Pig. They're so cute. Some of these. Western Screech Owl. I don't know why I just remember thinking about it. Oh yeah, they don't have noses. We can name them Noseless. No. Earl. Okay. I respect the confidence. And like burrowing, or I did like just like naming it Barn or Bard or Boreal. I liked a lot of the earlier owl names that I was seeing. Some of them worked better. Although naming it Screech after various types of Screech owls is kind of funny too. I probably have way too many names here. Some of them I'm not even sure how to pronounce. How am I hearing Discord notifications? Don't I have that turned off when I have OBS open? What? What happened? Why did I hear those? Who did that? Discord, what are you doing? I'm gonna have to, You're ruining my vibe, Discord. Gosh. Entirely missed that hidden item. It's just berries, like... Clearly, I do not need these. Ariados, Swamp Womp. Okay, Lombre, Womp Womp. Now we're just not getting anything exciting. Come on, guys. Give me something. No, you want to. Wink, wink. Okay, I can live with this, because we can run right on. Yeah. It was just my girlfriend sending me a Poliwhirl gif. Yeah, I'm gonna try real quick. Try restarting Discord, see if that fixes that. Not that it's that big of a deal, but I don't want to hear notifications when I'm streaming. I'm too cool for that. Unless the settings somehow got changed, I don't know how. Oh, I'll see if it bugs me again. I'm live, right? Yeah, okay. That's the paranoia I got to. Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's go back to the planets, the Pokemon planet nicknames for legendaries that we were brainstorming, because we left off on our Star Wars planets, or planets that started with the letter R. That's a better way to put that. Let me see what, if any of these interest me. Wishy. I feel like some of these, I'm literally just going down the list and seeing what I recognize. I feel like I should recognize this, but I'm... Wait, oh, is this the planet where the clone base is? Oh, yeah, from like one of the earlier seasons, where we first meet like Fives and Echoes and stuff. We meet that whole squad. For the first time, I think. Gotcha! Okay, I'll put that on the list. Fuck it. I don't know much about the actual planet itself, more so just the role it had. Clone base. I don't want to... Where... Fives, Echo, etc. started. That's good enough for now. Rhodia. Oh, that's the planet where the Rhodians are from. Oh yeah, it's like a swampy. There's the big bubble things. Yeah, like C3PO and shit go there. I know what this is. Gotcha. I'll just say a Dorito species planet. Not that I don't know what Rhodians are off the top of my head. Swampy DC town in Big Bubble where Padme and C3PO go. Well, I'm really good at descriptions. Dragosa. Ooh, Sour Herb Mystica. Let's go. Dragosa. Oh, this is literally like the pilot episode planet where Yoda is. You were like an emo teenager for the ruining the vibe bit? What? Oh, okay, I get what you mean. What? Not what I was going for, but I see how that was what it felt like. Nah. just... There is grass. Whee! Nope. Don't need it. Okay, I'll write down Rugosa. This is kind of an interesting looking planet. I mean, it's literally in like one episode. In like season 1. I mean, I did say it was like the pilot episode. So, there's not much to it, but it is sort of like an alternate Felucia vibe almost. Those are words, and I'm sure they meant something to somebody. We'll fight the ground terrorate again. You know, it's only like a 3-star. Preferably 5-star. 4-star, you know, we'll take it. You work. I don't think they can hit hard. Okay, let's say Clone Wars pilot episode with Yoda and few clone troopers. I guess purple lands, desert-esque vibe. I don't know. I would have to remember what like all these planets look like, and that's not gonna happen. Rusan? Who is Rusanin? No, I'm getting stuff from the extended lore, not just the show itself. I don't really recognize. Granted, I guess I could type Clone Wars show and just see. Well, that didn't help. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that doesn't exist. Ryloth we already had. I'm sorry, what? Salukami? It's from Revenge of the Sith? What do you mean it's from Revenge of the Sith? Oh, Stas Ali's Gilbert? Is that a shot in the film? I don't even remember that. What the... Oh, yeah! I vaguely remember... I mean, like, I get kind of into the more obscure shit when I talk about, like, Felucia and stuff. Where it's like one person died, but there's like a whole Battlefront 2 level on that. So... Severine... Oh yeah, Scarif! That's an actual notable planet. Probably this was from Solo. I don't really recognize it. I mean, it looks visually interesting. It's like it's a sand and ocean planet. I mean, I don't know if I'll do anything with that, but... Because the names mean less if I can't even... I have no recollection of what the fucking planet is, and I can't remember. Like, some of them I don't know what they are, and then I see them and go, oh yeah. That one I saw and I go, I don't remember anything that happened in Solo. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, I was. Whoops. Oh, I'm flying here. Yeah, Scarif. Scarif is... the beach from Rogue One. At the end, like the end fight. Oceanic Paradise World is what I'm referring to it as. I think I can just throw that on the list without Googling images of it. I think I have a good enough idea. We're talking about Solo. Oh yeah, I'm coming up with more planet nicknames for legendaries that are not available to catch in Scarlet and Violet. Like when Ninjago's 1,000 out of 10 show? I haven't seen it. I saw the Lego Ninjago movie. Have you already done Nar Shaddaa, or is that just the... I did actually write down Narshada, funny enough. Yes. I got that yesterday. By here. And then I was doing Scarif was what I wanted to write down, which is... Why is that highlighted like that? What are you doing? Hang on real quick. Scarif being Rogue One and of movie beach planet. So why were you recommending Narshada? What do you think of when you hear Narshada? What? You think it exists? Can you describe anything on it? I'm just curious. Or did you just think of the name and go, that sounds cool? So the reason I recognized it is because it's actually in the... Okay, I made a note. It's Force Unleashed. Yeah, it's in the Force Unleashed. But yeah, it is like I mean, like, the bit you see in the Force Unleashed is like just basically a bunch of drunk, like, pirates and bounty hunters and shit. That's where Ram Koda just, like, goes to drink away his suffering. The moon. Okay, well, I mean, moon, planet, same thing in the Star Wars universe. Gelder. Now Hutta. That's what you were thinking? Okay, let me see. Have I done that one? I don't think I have. No, I did write it down. Never mind. The Hutt planet. Gotcha. Yeah. I did write that down. I've written down basically anything that is vaguely fucking relevant. Oh, okay. Okay, and then there's yes, Yados from Ahsoka, which is the one like foresty planet. Planet from Ahsoka where she almost dies in the water. That's the best way I can think of to describe it, so I'll know what I mean in a day. Serrano? What is Serrano? Does it know about Arda I? Beats me. And we have Dooku Homeworld Planet. I'm looking at it. For Serrano? Oh yeah, we see him in his like base here at one point. I don't actually recognize enough of the planet though, but you know what? I should write it down. It sounds kind of cool. I'm just gonna write Clone Wars Green Dooku base where he is almost assassinated. I couldn't tell you anything about the planet other than that. This should have been capitalized. Oh yeah, that messed me up. Best thing you see on the internet from 1 to 10. 10, 1U, 2U, 3U, Lego Ninja. You know, yeah. I mean, the Lego Ninjago probably should go first above me, to be honest. Okay, so he's in, like, Castle Serrano, it looks like. It is sort of city-ish. I don't know, like forest and city areas, it looks like. I'm just gonna write forest and city areas. Because I'm baller like that. Yeah, that's cringe, I shouldn't have said that. Chili? Like chilies? I mean, there's images from the show. Oh, wait, is this the Slave Fark planet? I don't know why I said that with such fondness. Is it? No, maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm going crazy. Wait. This is the home planet of Ahsoka and Shakti. Okay, never mind. I don't fucking know. Ooh, Skako Minor. That does sound familiar, actually. What the fuck is Skako Minor? Oh, it's like a. I think it's where the Bad Batch were first introduced. About Star Wars fans, I read a Star Wars fanfic and I keep intentionally choosing planets mentioned once in a single book, so if I was wrong about shit, then only like 3 people could be mad. That is, you know, honestly, big brain. The less known the planets are, yeah, because Star Wars fans love being obnoxious over the most meaningless fucking things. Without fail, they're like, I choose to get mad at this, and no one will stop me. Did I go the right way? Am I going? I feel like I keep going the wrong way, but no, in this case, I did go the right way. I'm not crazy. Oh, excuse me. I think you just made up an unnamed planet because I had a specific setting in mind. I couldn't find a single planet even close. Star Wars is awesome because you can just... Yeah, oh yeah, no, that is a nice thing about Star Wars is you kind of can just do whatever and it works. You know, there's a lot of flexibility in that regard. I also keep running into an absurd amount of planets that are apparently in Knights of the Old Republic. I'm like, what is this? And then I just get a bunch of screenshots from Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm like, what? This doesn't help. I want the one episode of the show that this is from. Why? Oh, this is not the right way. Why am I seeing unidentified Techno-Union scientist on Skako Minor from the Clone Wars wiki? It's just some guy. You're like, yeah, I want to at some point too get to Knights of the Old Republic. It looks like a cool game. I just never got around to it. There's a guy with an article. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna just say like yellow toxic-y planet that you first meet Bad Batch in Clone Wars before they were oversaturated. Haha. I mean, I didn't say anything weird. Haha, nobody, don't look at me. Anyway. Woof! Steel type! I can bring her right on! Anyway. Okay. Sorgon from The Mandalorian. I'm assuming based off the little description I saw, this is where that one episode takes place? Yeah, okay, it's like the farming village. Farming village from Mando season 1 with romance. Or I'll just say with ATSD pirates. That's what I think of it when I think of it more. Subterranean. Oh, yes, it's a planet mentioned in Attack of the Clones. Cool. Sullust? Apparently this is a Battlefront 1 2015. thing and was mentioned in return. Oh yeah, this is a really cool looking planet. Excuse me. I don't know why they didn't do more with this. It's like this like volcanic-y rock planet. Volcanic. Taking my notes. Rock planet from Battlefront 2015. Oh yeah, Takotana. I never. That's the place where Orange Lady. Yes. Okay. It's in the Battlefront 2017. Oh. I know the Star Wars fan thing, but I'll be 6 years old next month. Holy shit, did nobody tell me my writing was like that? Ah! Hakodana. How do I want to... I'm just gonna say like Forest Planet from Force Awakens with Orange Lady. That's the best way to do that. I'll don't need to remember the name of the character. Tatooine, what's that? Hef. That's one letter off of meth. And teeth, technically. Oh, this is where they find Stinky in the Clone Wars movie. Clone Wars movie, find Baby Hutt. I'm just gonna say very purple planet. That's what that looks like. Daria, that sounds also very familiar. Oh, yeah, nope, that's the Watto planet. What the fuck? What am I looking at? It's just like green stuff. I can't even tell what I'm looking at for that. Just so little info. Andosha? Ooh, the right's not gonna like that. Nothing at it. Oh yeah! Okay, so this is like the not boss, but the boss species like hunting episode. But I mean, which Transoceans? That's why that sounds familiar. Boss species hunting Ahsoka and others for sport Clone Wars episode. That explains why it sounded familiar. Just because of the Transoceans. Let's go up the mountain a little bit. Okay, we got Ueda? From Acolyte. Is this like the island that, the Sith are on? What's the 6-star? It's too much. I'm too late. Or wait, what? Or is Ueda the planet where like the first Jedi gets killed? Hold up. How am I? I'm on the German one. I was reading this, I'm going, this is kind of weird. How'd I end up on the freaking German one? Okay, now I'm on French. Okay, thank you. Star Wars fandoms for all having the same name, but all being in different languages. Okay, well, it's the first Jedi death in Acolyte. First Jedi lady dies. Acolyte. Episode 1 beginning. I'm so good at my job. I don't get paid, so it's not a job. Umbara we have, I think I did write down Utapau. How could I forget Utapau? Am I right? Up top. Everyone knows where Utapau is. Bridget, right? Explain Utapau without Googling it. Go. It'd be funny if she was just gone. I'm just talking to myself now. You don't. Everyone knows Utapau. What? Do you want a hint? Probably are Utah. Okay, not exactly, but I like the spirit. Utah, Pow. Yeehaw. Was it in Kenobi? No. It was Revenge of the Sith. Yep, it was, Grievous Planet, yeah. Or, well, where Kenobi fights and kills Grievous. Grievous. So it did involve, okay, it did involve Obi-Wan, yeah. But it wasn't in the Kenobi show. Gosh. If you played Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith for the PlayStation 2 and probably other consoles, but I'm not 100% sure, you would have known that. Or the original Battlefront 2. So clearly okay, you probably don't have to play the Revenge of the Sith game. It's pretty mediocre and it runs piss poor on emulator from at least when I played it. We gotta get you to play a little bit of Battlefront 2. Because you get to explore places like that and you know, Polis Massa. Everyone remembers Polis Massa. Bandor from Solo? Who? I mean, it's a planet. That's legit. Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, it's like the snow heist. They do like a snow train heist planet thing. Solo, snow planet with train heist. I'll just call it that. Okay, I know what that is. Vardos from Battlefront 2, 2017. I gotta love having to specify the year every time I say Battlefront. It's great. Doesn't get annoying at all. Could have just named it Battlefront 3 and 4, but no. I'm sorry, what do you mean there's a... Where's the psychic... Oh, is it... I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? I don't think I've ever gone to a spot where a terror raid is on the minimap and there's just not been a terror raid. What? Huh? Okay, that's odd. Sure. I think that was a genuine first. Where am I going now? This way. Okay, give me a terror raid I can do so I can go back to looking at Star Wars planets. Or don't. No, it's cool. I don't mind. I'm like paranoid there's gonna be a shiny Comfy and I'm not gonna realize it's shiny. I don't know why. I think shiny Comfy's somewhat noticeable. I think it's just from a distance. It's the colors kind of blend for me. Yeah, I can't really start looking up planet shit while running around because then I could miss a shiny. Like yesterday we found that Noctowl one. We're gonna find one today though. Probably not. You never know. Ah! Give me. What I can do, yippee! I got a fighting type here. You could probably just do you. Okay, where were we? Vardos, everyone's favorite Star Wars planet that I recognize. Oh yeah, I do recognize this. Okay, cool. It's like a giant. It's like a city place. Cause you steal. I think you steal. Do you steal an ATSD in this bit? Battlefront 2 2017. Big Grand Dark City. I think you steal an ATST or something. Maybe a speeder. I don't know. You steal something there. I wrote down fucking Bardos, not Bardos. Wayland. This is a Bad Batch. Okay, the fact that just like doesn't actually help me that much. Wait, is this like the... Is this where they take the girl to? Okay, I think it is. Okay. Bad Batch. Forest planet where they take Omega for like half the show. Robani from Rogue One. I swear they're making up planets as they go. I mean, that's kind of what Star Wars is, but still. Is this from Rogue One? Why are there every fucking planet I Google? There's a Battlefront 2 like 2005 map for it. I gotta play mods on that game. We did Zepho, and so just Zygeria? The Clone Wars? Oh, this is the slave planet! I gotta say I have more and more enthusiasm each time. Gotcha! Clone Wars slave planet. This comes right after the Umbara arc! There's a bunch of stuff from lore that I don't know, like 90% of them. But I know like one of them. Okay, I don't know any of them, I lied. I thought I recognized one when I was just scrolling through yesterday. Cool! We have a list of all the potential nicknames. Which we have a few more names than Pokemon, which is at least nice. How do I even go about this, is the question. Because now we have a lot of planets and a lot of legendaries. Maybe I should highlight the ones that I still have to nickname. So I can kind of like... make my life a little easier, because I have other things on this list like the Hisuian forms and shit that... and a few mythicals that I have no clue how I'm going to obtain. If I probably won't. So I can kind of narrow some shit down here. Okay. I think I got everything highlighted. I don't know if I want to go per se in order, if I want to kind of pick things that I think have a stronger vibe to them. Wait, what's the Clone Wars planet where Jar Jar wants to fuck? Jar Jar, Mace Windu, Arc. Disappeared. What planet is this on? Bardata. Did I write that down? Okay, apparently that wasn't on Wikipedia. That's okay. Yeah, no, I got a name, Enamorous Bardata. I don't know why I'm so confident on this one. Why was this not on the Wikipedia page? Wikipedia let me down. Also because I had to use Wikipedia because it's much more fucking readable than the Star Wars wiki. They purposely make that shit as hard to fucking understand as possible. They're like, oh yes, clearly media is sophisticated because you can't understand it. Or they're just kind of bad at organizing. But I think it's funnier to think that they're doing it out of pretentiousness. Star Wars fans would. It's not children's media because you can't understand the wiki. Oh, Bulbasaur sums up on this bit? You eating a berry? What's going on there? Hello! Okay, sorry. Distracted. And we got a second Hitmontop. Second Hitmontop has hit the Terror Raid. Where is it? Bardata. Yeah. Okay, maybe I should go with the Pokemon I think that have more distinct features. Cresselia is kind of in a similar boat, but I might skip it for now. I feel like something like Darkrai should be a little bit easier to place, theoretically. Kind of just have to go through some of these. Oh yeah, Brendock is available. It feels a little less Darkrai though. I almost need more like Giratina or Hoopa for that. Excuse me. Ooh. Oh yeah, there's Exegol. That would work for Darkrai. Let me see if there's anything else. What's crazy is my terrible notes are like super obvious what I'm trying to say for like immediately I know what planets I'm talking about. Oh yeah, there's maybe like Obadiah. Like, what's the vibe for that? This place looks pretty dark and mysterious. Except there's just like the way planets are handled is not. It's so hard to like find stills of them, I guess. I don't know if this doesn't really feel Darkrai though. I don't care about catching you. Probably should do another EXP check in a sec. Okay, we're good for a little longer. And yeah, it's currently 9:45. By 10:30, I should at least get the shiny Pokemon figured out, their nicknames. Because I want that done by tomorrow, or by the end of tonight. The Star Wars, or like the legendaries, are not as urgent. I'm just doing it because it takes less brain power, honestly. There's less tough decision making, it feels like, for me, so. What's the other one I was looking at that I... Seatos? Yes, it's like the Ahsoka. It's in Ahsoka. Well, I guess we really only see it at night, but it's like a dark foresty kind of area. Like, aesthetically, it makes sense for Darkrai. I think I want to go with, whatever I said earlier. I gotta remember now. Not Brundock. Exegol. Let me do a quick... like copy and paste list of everything I like these. Or do it alphabetically and... I'm just worried it's gonna mess something up. I think we're okay though. Okay, so Darkrai is now covered. So there's Giratina, there's Hoopa. Those two kind of fall into a similar boat. Why did I highlight Zarude? Wait. Definitely not getting Zarude anyway. I guess Adernat is kind of of note too. Okay, I do want to use, what was the witch planet? I guess I don't want to associate per se the witches Brundock inherently with evil is the thing. That's my one problem with it, which I feel like both Hoopa and Giratina kind of have that association. Because if I do make it like associated with evil, it sort of just kills the entire point of the show. There's also Galarian Moltres. Okay, maybe we'll hold off for that for a sec. Okay, there's that Akron, which is kind of like a destroyed, war-torn planet. Okay, actually, let me see. Look at fire types now that I think about it. That's an easy thing. We don't have that many. We heard Mystica, nice. Because it's just Moltres, Hisuian Moltres, and Heatran, I think. I really like the one planet I was taught. Okay, there's two options, actually, now that I think about it. I gotta remember what they are. There's the one that I was talking about from Battlefront 2. Where it's sort of like a rocky, stony volcano planet, but there's also a sister planet, or like sister moon, I think, to Mustafar. So I'm like, either of those theoretically work pretty well for that, for Heatran. Oh wait, yeah, that actually works really well for Galarian Moltres too. I realize the stone planet, because it's like a darker, I mean, it's more like rock and stuff, but well, there's also Dagobah. Oh yeah, okay. Justified is the Mustafar one. I'll do Heatran for that. And then I gotta find the other one. There's a Malice there, which is kind of an interesting one. It just has a darker vibe. And then Narshada is kind of in a similar darkish manner. Find this. Solus, that's what it is. I think that's a good one for Hisuian Moltres. No. So we added Galarian Moltres and Heatran. Okay. Let me see. What is kind of going out? I'm trying to figure out what the best approach to this is. I might do Christophsis for Dialga. I feel like just aesthetically it matches pretty well. Because Christophsis is like that, like, kind of almost abandoned town from the beginning. Probably right star, I don't know. I mean, it's more of like, it's a little more blue-green, which is more like shiny Dialga's color palette. But I feel like it has a somewhat similar aesthetic to it, to like Dialga. But I feel like it makes sense. Yeah, it might be a little more green than Dialga is, but I can see what other legendaries we have and see if any of them feel like they fit Christophsis better. I take this very seriously, clearly. Fly over here, it's easy. Let me see, is anyone else? We have Azelf, Calyrex, Cosmoem, Dialga, Aeronautus, Galarian Zapdos, Giratina, Hoopa, Jirachi, Keldeo, Landorus, Manaphy, Mesprit, Mew, Mewtwo, Palkia, Fiona. Lucky Shaman, Thundurus, Tornadus, Urshifu's, Oopsies. Zacian work? Hang on, let me look up a picture of like Dialga and then the Zacian. Let me just kind of look at their color palettes. Because yeah, Dialga is definitely like a darker blue, while Christophsis is kind of more of a green. I guess Zacian's also just blue is the issue. Yeah, let's do Dialga because of the metal. The metal feels more relevant. You a big one or a small one? You're a titled one. I have a problem where I have to pick up every item I see on the ground. It's kind of addicting, though, to be fair. Okay, tiny little Blilba. Okay, what else do we have? Corellia, or Dagobah. Dagobah is interesting. Because I kind of want to associate it with, like, Luke fighting Vader and like the hallucinations, because that even happens in like the Force Unleashed 2. Which makes me want to go with something more on the darker evil side. Go Giratina or like Hoopa. But at the same time, yeah, it is very swampy, which makes me want to lean almost more, I don't know, grass type-esque. Once again, I mean, I think I probably just see if there's anything else that I think is better. I think Dagobah is definitely I mean, like, is definitely a planet that is worth using, just because its original trilogy named planet appears in multiple pieces of media. Oh, I was gonna go... Yeah, let's try Huntmobile. This might be a bad call because we're quad with the ferry, but whatever. Oop. We could always do something else if this first attempt fails. Giratina almost feels Dagobah, even though it's like so big. Hoopa also makes sense. Is there anything else that really... And Mewtwo vaguely. Weirdly enough, the Urshifu's work too. Okay, let's hold off for a second on that. Oh yeah, there's Adu from Rogue One. I want to get a better look at this planet. Everything I see is like very foggy and dark. Known for its rain, native nerf herders. Like, everything that's on this planet makes it look very foggy and dramatic and... shit. I do like that aesthetic. Giratina also works. Like, Giratina works for a lot. Also, there's Eternatus as well. Okay. Wait, oh no, do I have some of these planets? Oh no, I'm just reading the wrong. Wait, what? Uh-oh, something's wrong here. Oh wait, actually I think I know what happened. When I copy and pasted stuff, because there was a note on Felucia that was just entirely wrong, but I think what happened was it was an old note that got put there because of the way copying and pasting the notes work. Okay. Okay, then there's Korriban, which is also another like Sith planet that I think is more from like the old Knights of the Old Republic. Although I think it appeared in was it Rebels? Or was it something else? I swear it appeared in one other show. Oh, no. It was, Yoda goes there in the Clone Wars, I think, in, like, the half season. Yeah, it's just the color scheming of it makes me hesitant. Oh yeah, there's Port Borgo. That honestly feels Urshifu-y as well. I'm kind of just like going around doing... I'm kind of just sort of vaguely looking at shit. And just sort of seeing... Oh yeah, I talked about Utapau. What was I looking at? I was looking at Zacian, but Zamazenta also theoretically could work for Utapau. There's Yavin Sour Herb Mystica. There's a lot of like plant planets, which really we only have grass types. Calyrex, which is more of psychic vibe, and then Shaman, which I'm realizing now I may as well just name Endor because there's nothing else that's going to be Endor, and I think that works pretty well, all things considered. You may as well take an Endor when you get an Endor. Yeah, I guess I should look at the planets that I feel, not per se obligated, but I feel like are more important to Star Wars that I haven't used yet. And then work from there. Where's the scale one at? There it is. Where's this? Is Porygon? What? Is it above the water or what? Whoa, okay. Kind of an odd spot. 5-star. Fuck. Whoops, snuck up on me. Okay, yeah, so big planets that we have remaining. Dagobah. I mean, even calling Felucia a big planet feels wrong. But it's one I think that it's a planet that is kind of been a thing since I was a child because of it being in Battlefront 2 Classic. So it has meaning to me, even if it's not like a big planet. As comparison to, yeah, like, there's some, you know, like Jakku even, which is a pretty big planet in the, you know, the sequel trilogy, but I just have less of a connection to it, even if it's a bigger planet in terms of lore and more important of a planet. And way more people are going to know Jakku by name than Felucia, probably. At least in a general public sense. Not that that's who I'm appealing to with fucking Star Wars planet names, but, you know. I don't think I'll bother with the 6-star. Ooh, a dick gross. Yeah, I guess Jakku's still a big one. Yeah, Megiddo's kind of in that same boat. Or it's not really important, it has a meaning to me, same with Polis Massa. And Utapau. Yeah, Yavin 4, I guess, is kind of a bigger planet, I guess, because it's, you know, original movies. But the only thing left for that would be Calyrex, which isn't bad, it's just not, like, blowing me away. Honestly, Felucia makes so much more sense to Calyrex, especially with, like, the long legs. It's just this... You have a lot of psychic types that I don't, like, quite know how to deal with. If I'm being honest. And we kind of are probably just gonna have to stretch a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, we have Manaphy left. And Fio, and I think I'm gonna do Mon Cala for Manaphy. In the Clone Wars, it's just like a giant underwater planet. But it feels more peaceful, yeah, in the same way that, like, I mean, it was very rainy. I mean, we have like Megiddo, which is pretty industrial. We have Utapau, which is pretty industrial. Oh yeah. We don't see much of Narkina 5 from Andor, do we? Like, we see, I guess there's the big water bit, and then we see, like, when they get out of the like, the ocean, I think it's kind of like there was, like, a snowier spot. There wasn't a ton to it. I just think it's the good arc from Andor. It's the best arc from Andor. Yeah, I mean, we have like Polis Massa, which is just very much a moon. Like, it's just very Earth Moon-esque. Earth Moon. Fuck it. Wow, the moon. Human moon. I'm gonna stop. I think the point I had was maybe made apparent. Hopefully, it wasn't. Hey, 5-star, and it's a flying type, so I can use somebody easy. Oh wait, I can do I don't know why this hit me now. Jakku can be Landorus. That actually fits quite well. Let's go with that. That took longer than I would have expected to come to that conclusion. Still have Thunderous, which I don't have much for. Was it? There's a planet from Mandalorian. It's like a fishing planet. I was like, because I need something for Urshifu water. I want to do Urshifu dark. I think I want to make Port Borgo. But I need something for the other one that feels sort of vibey. I mean, unless... Yeah, I don't know. You know what, I think I'm leaning Utapau and Megiddo for Zacian and Zamazenta. I just don't know which I want to do as a witch. I also do have Jirachi. Let's see. I'm trying out here. Not really succeeding, but I am trying. Okay. Oregon Z. I guess we'll try you. Hmm. Hmm. I have Kefbir, which is like, there's like the watery planet from... It's very like stormy where Rey and Kylo fight in, I think it's Rise of Skywalker. I'm almost tempted to do like Thunderous for that. As opposed, because I still have like Theon and Palkia. And then we have Kessel, which is that like spice mining planet from Solo, but it's very distinct. Okay, there's Kim, the Skeleton Observatory planet. That feels kind of Articuno, Galarian Articuno-y to me. And we have Lanupa, which is like the snowy resort. We don't have any actually ice types, unfortunately. I feel like we have a couple like snowy planets that I don't have anything to do with. Oh yeah, we have the trash planet of Lothal Minor, where Savage finds Maul in the Clone Wars. Oh, I like that. I feel like picking some of these planets says something about the Pokemon, though, in a sense. And I want it to kind of reflect not just a little more than just the very, very basic vibe. Because yeah, I have like the Urshifu water. And like my gut tells me to go with something like Narshada, but I don't think it really works as... I could do Narkina 5 for the Andor, actually. It would theoretically work for Urshifu water. Let me see. Hey, there's Pabu, which is like the Bad Batch Island where the Bad Batch hide out in like the later seasons. That actually I think works pretty well for Fion, because like we get like the cuter mythicals where they're pretty peaceful. So like I kind of want to go with something that's a little more laid back. Yeah, I don't know, there's some interesting stuff. Oh, okay, we gotta pick a different Pokemon. Whoops. I guess we're just gonna start making moves. Yeah, I'm gonna do Narkina 5 for Shampoo Water. As I say, I need to start making moves. I want to do Lotho Minor, I just don't know what to do for it. I almost am, like, tempted to do... I mean, there's Eternatus works, and even Zacian and Zamazenta work pretty well. Let's try Skeletor here. Spollutia. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go with my... Oh, wait. I don't know how I didn't... Polis Massa is 100% Jirachi. Given Jirachi, like, comes from space, I think, is the lore, if I'm not mistaken. And it has, like, a more grayish aesthetic. Okay. This is where, this is kind of just how it happens, is, like, I just suddenly make the obvious connection. You know, I overlook something, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's like, duh. Okay, the more I think about it, the more I want to do Brendock is Mewtwo. I was talking about because, yeah, like the Witch Planet being like Eternatus, Giratina, Hoopa, but the more I think about it, I feel like Mewtwo works perfectly because Mewtwo is kind of misunderstood. Like, on the surface he looks evil, but it's really because he's sort of... well, just you know, his reason for being the way he is, you know... he's not... he doesn't have to be scary, I guess, is kind of the point. Which I feel like is exactly what the whole message of Brendock's witch cult is. I'm calling it a cult immediately after saying, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna do that. I think I want to do Bogano as Mew. I want something kind of like peaceful and cute for Mew. And Bogano kind of feels like that, where it's just sort of this like planet that's secluded from everything and there's just a bunch of little like wildlife there. That feels kind of Mew to me. You know what? Maybe I do Narshada actually as Hoopa. I was trying to figure out how to work Narshada on the things, but I feel like Hoopa Unbound just looks like a fucking bounty hunter that would be at Narshada. To me, at least like Clone Wars variant. Not Clone Wars, Force Unleashed variant of Narshada. I'm gonna do Hoopa for that. Ah, Blissey! only have like one other. Raid left in the DLCs. I might have to run some stuff up in a sec. I guess we'll just do a few raids in the major part, regular part of the main part of Paldea. Blah, 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 blah. I keep debating what I wanted to do for whatchamacallit? Kef Beer, because I feel like I want to do Kef Beer because it's just like a really cool planet aesthetically. I keep going back and forth between Caldeo, Palkia, and Thunderous. So that's sort of tricky. I kind of want to do Kessel. I don't know what to do for it though. I almost think I do Regieleki for Kessel. Not because like I have a huge reason other than like the color palette. But also Regieleki is probably on drugs. Okay, we'll do Kessel for Regieleki. Oh yeah, I do like Kim. This, like the Moon Observatory for Galarian Articuno. I don't know why, it feels right to me. I guess it makes sense too for Galarian Articuno, but I'm just gonna stick with that. Whoop! Okay. Forgot how loud that was. Oh yeah, I wanted to see about Scarif, but I don't know what I'd do for it. I think we're gonna have to start. Some of these are gonna start being a little bit less like immediately obviously connected. Sorry, one second. Star Wars, Rebels, first place where space whales are seen. Orville, that's the name of them. Does they first appear... Rebels, well, I'm not getting very far with them. That always gives Eternatus vibes, but I guess we're not going to do that. I'm working on this, hang on. I think I'm gonna lean Dagobah for Giratina. And... wait, hang on, sorry, I'm gonna back up for a second. Do I want to do Malistaire for Eternatus, because that's where the Xylo Beast first appears, and those kind of have like the same vibe. And I have to make sure I have the right planet. Plus, like, the planet has like, I mean, it's like greens and purples, but at least Eternatus fits the purples. That actually does work for me. Go over this way, I guess. Star Wars, Malastare. I have the right planet, right? The Xylo Beast is from Malastare. Yeah. No, that feels very Eternatus. Okay, to be fair, it also feels quite Giratina-esque. I'm gonna go for Eternatus, I think. I don't think I've done any saves today. Excalibur. That's a cool one. Yeah. Let me quickly look at Kato Nemoidia real quick. Like, I need more images of this place. I think I have a vague idea what it's like. I feel like Force Unleashed 2 Kato Nemoidia is a bit different from Clone Wars Kato Nemoidia. There's Dagobah, but there's also... That's the one I was looking at that I thought was kind of cool. There's that really dark planet from Rogue One where it like rains a lot. That looks really cool, just visually. I gotta find it again though. What's the name of it? Hang on. Which is Idu. But I don't know what else I have Giratina, and that's really it. I mean, is there anything else that goes to Malastare? Not really. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to just let some of these planets go. I think Giratina just makes too much sense for Dagobah, and partially just because Dagobah is kind of like the most iconic planet I have left. I feel a little bit of an obligation to use it. Let's do Thunderous as F-Beer. I don't know if it's really Stormy per se, but it's the only thing that really like fits it that's left. Sometimes you kind of have to think about, yeah, what's left that works. Let's see. Hope we get some more 5 stars here. That'd be very lovely. I didn't want a 5-star anyway. No, it's cool. Yeah. I don't know. I was like, I did kind of like Hef Beer for Palkia purely because it almost feels like I could see Palkia being sort of like Godzilla emerging from the water in a sense, and that planet makes sense for it. But I'm sure there's something else. There's a lot of planets with a decent bit of water. Excuse me. Where am I going to? Really nothing. Okay, well, I'll go this way. Pretty soon I'm probably gonna have to move over to the shiny stuff. I do kind of want to finish this, though. We're close. I don't know, we might end up needing like a little bit more time tomorrow for this. Although we could definitely switch to Legends Arceus like halfway through the stream tomorrow. And then yeah, at some point we gotta do shit with Shield and Legends Arceus, because that'll cover a majority of the legendaries we still need. Which I'm gonna do two I'm gonna go for the Hisuian forms in my main copy of Legends Arceus, then I'm probably gonna have to replay the game on a new save. I'm probably just gonna have to make a bunch of saves for every game so I can get stuff that... Because I know, like, yeah, for BDSP I need a save file of Let's Go and Shield, and then for Legends Arceus I need Brilliant Diamond. I think that might actually be it. Maybe we focus on, like, Shield first, then. I think that's what I was leaning toward doing first anyway. Although Shield might... Shield and Legends Arceus are gonna be the two annoying ones. Shocker. I guess it depends on what mons I'm going for, too. Anyway, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? I want to use like Felucia, but I don't know if I have anything that really fits it. I should have gone with the special attacker, but whatever. Yeah, I wanted to use Lanupa as well, but I don't know if that's getting me anywhere. I had Lotho Minor I wanted. Okay, Regidrago or Zamazenta fits Lotho Minor, I feel like. Oh boy. I'm sort of just trying to get anything I can. I need something for the Yuxi Azo Mesper trio. I could very much see doing like Takodana for like Yuxi. I just need something. I'm kind of wanting to just go with more peaceful kind of planets. Okay, chill, bucko. I think I'm gonna do Adelon for Galarian Zapdos, because I could see it running around there, plus the color scheming kind of matches. Let's do a Regidrago as Lotho Minor. And then we do, I think we do Megiddo as... Where is it? I don't think I haven't used Megiddo, right? Did I use Megiddo? Am I going crazy? Wait. Did I just never write down Megiddo? The fuck? What? Okay. I don't know how I didn't write that down. We're gonna do Megiddo for Zamazenta. What are the other options for... Should I just do Utapau for Zacian? Oop, I don't. Since with its eyes closed is kind of funny. Oh wait, I kind of like Dayu as well from the Kenobi show. It's like a bounty hunter-esque kind of city planet. I do like the vibe of that. Hey, something Crydon can 1v1. Let me look up Dayu real quick and just see. Definitely, I mean, it's more Zamazenta than Zacian. I feel like more things fit Zamazenta than Zacian. I think I'm just gonna do Utapau for Zacian and not overthink it. That's what my gut initially said. Okay, so we have Azelf, Calyrex, Cosmog, Cresselia, Keldeo, Mesprit, and Palkia. Felucia's interesting. I could put Mesprit on as Felucia. Oh, it doesn't quite feel right. This Kofar could kind of work for something like that. Oh yeah, there's Meridon I kind of liked. Maybe for Azelf. Oh yeah, there's Pilio, is sort of a vibrant Felucia-esque vibe. Let's do Pilio for Mesprit. And Felucia for Azelf. Okay, there's gotta be something good for Palkia still. I almost want to go Lanupa, which is like the snowy resort from Skeleton Crew. It's not super logical per se, but it feels kind of vaguely right. Let's go this way. Probably do a quick drink refill. We only got about 20 minutes left of the stream. I do need to fight these. Let me get a quick drink refill. I'll go for another like 20 minutes before we wrap up for the night. 1 second. Okay. Let's just use you. You've been doing good in Terrorites. Okay. I swear I had like a gazillion water planets. And now I'm at like none. Yeah, there's Savarine. That's not really Palkia vibe though. Excuse me. Wayland fits Keldeo, kinda. Which is the planet where, in the Bad Batch, where they take Omega for like a lot of the show. Like a secret base, but it's like an island almost. No, it's not an island, but it's a very like... No, it's not very islandy, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that for a sec. What did I say fit Palkia the most? Lanupa. Let's do Lanupa. For Palkia. That feels right to me. It feels like it'd fit in place in like a colder area. Okay, the fact that Florum is a desert planet and not like a forest planet is driving me a little crazy. Because it sounds like flower, or like foliage? I don't know, everything it makes it sound like planty. Oh. So it was a 5-star. I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a 4-star, and then it was a 5-star. I saw the Pokemon being Glalie first. Okay. What do I want to do for Keldeo? It is water type, but it doesn't feel like it needs to be water typey, or like watery planet per se. I think I want to do Calyrex for Kofar. I'm gonna try to pencil that in for a sec. Oh yeah, what's like Navarro look like better? I need like a better... It is sort of like a stony mining area. It doesn't really fit anyone that we have left. I mean, I could look at like, what's like a Lego look like? Oh my god, I hate that. Sorry, I dislike... Sorry, YouTube, I wasn't talking about anyone specific. That whenever I look it up, I get Lego. Well, there's a custom Khmer Lego that looks pretty fucking sick. It is kind of interesting. I think it could actually work for something that we have remaining. I could do Scarif. Do Sorgon. A little more foresty, but oh, and then there's Uida, which is sort of similar to the... Some of these feel very much like they could be psychic types, I guess. What does Wayland look like again? Am I like... How does this... Oh, it's like a giant mound. I mean, Keldeo isn't the worst there when I see it. It's kind of foresty, but it has mountains. I look at like Scarif. Scarif might not be a bad option. Scarif looks quite peaceful. I just wonder about like Cosmog. Okay, hang on. What did I see that I thought looked kinda psychic typey? Oh yeah, Olega. Sour Heroistica, PogChamp! I think I'm gonna do that for Cresselia. because it's like the Jedi base area, it feels sort of more relaxed. Not like, I don't know, it doesn't have like a dreamlike quality that I kind of associate with Cresselia, but I think it functions. And then I think Calyrex probably works good enough as, I think, Kofar? Where it's an Acolyte like Forest Planet where there's a big fight, but like, it feels like it would just kind of hide in the forest there. Well, okay, hang on, I'll come back to that in a second, actually. I don't know, Calyrex is a weird one. Dearling. Okay, I'm guessing we're gonna need like a half day tomorrow to finish up everything with these nicknames, unfortunately. But we'll at least get in the zone. Yeah, we'll just get as much done as we can in the next 15 or so minutes before I wrap up. I'll take the small wins. Excuse me. Whew. Yep, another Bramblegast. Go back to Scaly Dirge, I think. Matches well into a lot of the things weak to fire. I guess I could get hit by ghost moves, I realize, but whatever. And there's also Aldani. Okay, I think... I might switch Keldeo from Wayland Juck or to Scarif. It just kind of feels right to me. I don't know. That just leaves Calyrex, Cosmog, and Cosmog. Let me take another look at Ferrix real quick. Nah, it's a little too industrial. So far it does feel decent for Calyrex. Look up Mabuzo. You want to say Mapzuzo, like Mapsu, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's just kind of like a barrenish area. Niamos is a resort planet where Ender gets arrested. This one's kind of a pretty planet. I almost want to do like Cosmog or some shit there. Just put it somewhere peaceful. I mean, it's not really that peaceful, but... There's also Paradia from Ahsoka. No, this is way too honest, actually. I was like, I sort of like, oh yeah, it's sort of a remote mystical place where Cosmog could come from, but it doesn't. It feels too eerie. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Sort of figuring out a few Pokemon nicknames based off Star Wars planets out of what I have left. There's Sereno. Does that fit at all for like Calyrex? Yeah, I'm sort of into the more obscure stuff now. Not bad. It's just not great. As well as, by the way, right after I caught a shiny, then you caught a nay, congratulations! That was, yeah, shiny Porygon, I'm assuming? Very nice shiny. Yeah. I'm a mint sure. Okay, let me see. Got too far, evolve one of them. I'm trying to get the full set of them before the event ends. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's got a nice shiny line. Let's see. I was realizing I was like, I might be getting full. We're not like crazy full, but I should probably use some L's quick. What shinies do we have lying around that I want to power up? I kind of completely lost track of what I had. Took him out of the one box with the shinies, and now my brain immediately forgets all of them. Somehow. I think the Wug Trio, actually. You're pretty low level, too. Cut all the bug time when they were out. Nah! Yeah, I spent a decent bit of time going for the bug ones, too. Triple dive. Triple dive hitting the target with splash of water 3 times. No. Oh. Huh. Weirdly enough, I'm not really familiar with that. Can't find the blue and purple. Yeah, I feel that. I feel your pain. Nah. The roach up. How? I guess that would have been better over Sucker Punch. $30, $60, $90? I guess we'll stick to triple dive. That should be good enough for now. Just need one more. You got this. I believe in you. Good luck. Nah. I'm sure you'll sneak away with one of them at some point. They always appear when you least expect it. Nah. Here. Okay, so I could do Yavin 4 for Calyrex. I guess I kind of like the more darker vibe of the one. The Acolyte Foresty Planet. I think we're just gonna go with that. Then tomorrow I'll call my friend, ask if I can trade with him to get Porga. Yeah, it's annoying that you gotta do the trade evos, but it's worth it. Why does it need more you have to trade to get yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of an old thing. The fact that they like fixed the issue for Legends Arceus with like the link cable and stuff, and then just went back to the other way was kind of disappointing. Especially because like I mean, you look back at the older games, you know, Gen 3 and 4 and stuff, where it's just so hard to complete dexes in those games nowadays. Partially because the trading is just so hard to do, especially for like the GBA games. They didn't really think about it long term, and they still aren't thinking about it long term. Boy, a trade Pokemon that needs to be traded somebody. I don't know. Yeah. Well, yeah. You like have to actively know somebody with the game for it to even work, and it's just like it's just not a good system. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I mean, like, I guess it's not as big of a deal if you're just trading for, you know, I don't know, Machamp or Gengar or something. But still, I mean, I'm glad that they at least put the Pokemon in, like, Terra raids, but, let me see what you sent. Sorry, sometimes the links are... Oh, okay, I don't know why it deleted that. Oh, I think it, for some reason, Nightbot thought because there was a word and then a dot and then a word without the space, it for some reason thought that was a link. Okay, sorry about that. And some people don't have friends, which is sad. So yeah, like it is. It sort of expects people to have friends that actively play Pokemon, which is kind of a bad assumption to make. What do I want to do for this one? I guess I'll just do you, even though you're weak to water. Oh yeah, I was doing the... Okay, so we were gonna do... Kofar for Calyrex. And then it's just Cosmog and Cosmoem, which aren't that urgent, but I kind of wanted to get these done. I guess I'm gonna do a copy and paste real quick. Get them alphabetized. Because I have a long list of potential nicknames that needs to be shortened. So I guess my play here is probably just to go with some more peaceful-esque kind of planets. I don't have anything that screams Cosmog and Cosmoem, to be honest. I do have some cool planets that are still available, although I don't know how I'd use them, because there's only a few like mythicals available that I haven't named, that I don't even know how I'd get. So... I think I'm gonna do Niamos for one of them, because that's like the resort planet from Andor. And then... what's the other one I could do? Oh, Sorgon is probably decent from the Mandalorian. Weeda's not bad. Wayland's okay. Yavin 4 is okay. You found the last shiny? Yeah, congratulations! Love to hear it. Not. I don't know about Yavin 4. It's fine. I think I like the resort. You gonna try to get more? Honestly, go for it. It's fun to just see how many you can get. Especially if you got like a sandwich going too or something. Okay, let me do... what was it? I already lost it. I think for Cosmog, I'm gonna do... I'll find it. Niamos. Better Hermistica, let's go. All you have is the shiny charm. Hey, I mean, still pretty good shiny odds with the events, so. And then Cosmoem, I guess I'm gonna do... what was it? I saw something that caught my eye. Hang on one sec. I can go over here. It's gonna be a little laggy, but... oh yeah, it was Sorgon. I think that's the best I got. I'm not super duper happy with Cosmoem names, but I don't really have any other ideas. So I'm just kind of running things that feel a little bit more like peaceful and... I guess the first one isn't secluded, but I feel like Cosmog being more social almost makes sense. Of it being like curiously social. Oh, Cosmoem's just like, leave me alone. I got 2 Porygons out of 1 outbreak. Congratulations. Nice, nice. Cosmog. So true. I've just finally finished giving a planet to each legendary on the list. I don't know if you want to hear what I have and then give notes. Can move to another outbreak which is across the edge. That sounds good. Good luck with that. I think I'm like one more 5-star here. Alvarine? Okay, are you just picking a random planet out of your ass? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's from some Legends thing. And you're just trying to... You're trying to prank me. Well, none of those were of value. Are there any other places where I can get a good amount of them quickly? It's exactly from one shortcut. Yeah, that would do it. Did you know there's an actual plane that's made up for diamonds? I did not. No. Sounds impractical. Whee! Plunk. See? Okay. Not an event pussy either. How to become an Ash for not... It was over in my fanfic, like, literally, it was just like, yeah, what the heck, nobody will be able to call me out. Nah! Hey, you know what? We take it. Yeah, there's a few planets that I wanted to use that I didn't get the chance to, but I got to use most of the ones I really liked. I mean, there's a couple that, like, I think have cool sounding names. I'm trying to think, like, the only big planet that I didn't do, I would say, is Yavin 4. Everything else, I mean, like, Ryloth, nah, Ryloth's not even that big. I did do Endor. I ended up putting that for... Here, actually, I'll just read through the list real quick. Okay, so I have Arceus as Mortis. Actually, should I just, like, send you the list? It's probably easier than me trying to read them out, and you can look at me and go, what are you fucking talking about? Show the list? Oh, yeah, that's right, I could do that, couldn't I? Hang on, give me one second. Okay, sorry, you're not gonna get to see the... This is the easiest way to do it real quick. Yeah, we got these guys. Who needs to see the Blissey raid? Actually, I probably could zoom in, couldn't I? There we go. Legend. That's the game. Oh, are you trying to be like, oh, it's Legends Arceus? Oh, my bad. Okay. Let's not talk about the actual name. Let's go with... You guys know why I'm showing the spreadsheet. Clearly, you don't respect my spreadsheet. Why are the nicknames so far away? Because I had a few notes, and that's why. I wasn't. And the spreadsheet was also not originally intended to have nicknames. There, ooh, Spicy Mystica. I just did that after the fact, so it's a little messy. I know. I just realized shiny Pokemon should have the rear. Automatic. Wait. Have the rear? Wait, what? What do you mean by the rear? I'm lost. You confused me. But yeah, so I had Endor. Is there any other planets you want to ask? Or do you want me to read off the list? Oh. Oh, the rare mark, you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. I think the reason they probably didn't do that is because I think the rare mark in itself is a rare thing, and I think it's like an exciting thing to find on its own. So if you happen to find a shiny Pokemon with the rare mark, it makes it like exceedingly rare. Another shiny, nice. Another shiny Porygon. Autocorrect be like. I'll do like one more out or one more Terra raid. I think we'll save the other actual nickname stuff for tomorrow. I mean, I could do like a quick check. Oh, I'm not gonna do this one. I'm not bothering with the 5-star. Actually, let me see. We can take a quick look at the nicknames I had for some of the other Pokemon. So yeah, we had the new Noctowl names, which we probably should narrow down real quick. And then we had to lock in Venonat, Tarantula, Speed Up, Spinarak. I mean, if you think about it, Horingalon describes my disaster teapot incident. Disaster teapot incidents be like. Okay, yeah, so let me go through the Noctowl because I made a million terrible names. Perfect. Blacking's a good way to wrap up then. Assuming I don't somehow botch this. Okay. Some of these were just generic names I had taken from my list. So we had Klungo, Krungo, Birding 737, Sullen Birder, Goldwing, Neep, Suit, Quilt, Breezy, Flap Attack, Chirp, Flapper, Hooters, Ooters, Noctopus, Noseless, Burrowing, Barn, Bard, Boreal, Screech. Need more purple and blue shiny? Nah. Okay, I could just knock out like half these, I think. I'm not gonna do Klungo, Krungo, Burning 737, Sullen Bird, Goldwing I'll keep, even though I don't think I'm gonna go with it. Obtuse Rubber, Goose, Green Moose, Guava Juice. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to Neep and Suit and... Okay, I'll start there, actually. One at a time here. I gotta change my spreadsheet. I'll keep Breezy. I don't think I'm gonna do Flap Attack. It doesn't feel that attacky. I'm not gonna do Chirp, and Twerp. And thank you for the follow. Welcome. Okay, let me knock these out of the list. I don't think I'm gonna do Flapper either. What do you take me for? A Flapper? What? Noseless is just dumb. Give me an application. What is this, a job interview? I moved the thing on accident. So thankfully, slacking is not doing much right now. We knocked out some of those names. The first day is get all the purple blue shinies. I do actually have the full Porygon line in shiny from the previous time they did the event. Quick, say something epic sauce like Flappy Bird as your application. What? Do you think I just hire people who type Flappy Bird in my chat? Okay, Noctowl. What else can I knock out? Goldwing, Quilt, Breezy, Burrowing, Barn, Bard, Boreal, Screech, Where did... Okay, hang on, wait. Something got deleted that wasn't supposed to. Hold on. Oh, okay, I see what got deleted, yeah. I just had one too many. New sling was off. You're supposed to link to your... Oh, is it... Sometimes if it thinks you posted a link... Oh, yeah, you did. You didn't have a space between Pokemon period and in, so it thought it was a website. Oops. Sorry about that. Yeah, unfortunately it does that, but I also kind of have to keep the Nightbot thing in other way because it prevents, you know, spam, sketchy websites and shit. And people posting, like, dick pics. Which unfortunately has happened. Goldwing. Okay, I can't believe that the options that are sticking with me the most are naming it Hooters and then naming it not like a Hooters or doing the vice versa. And then I like Noctopus. That's such a... It doesn't... It's an owl. It has nothing to do with octopuses. One of the Ragman 100 moments ever was the dick pics guy? Yeah. Yeah, that was one of the moments of all time, wasn't it? Let me go like these two and then I gotta stop. Owltopus. Yeah, there's no reason. Like when I was talking to somebody, they said I put a link when I didn't. Oh, yeah, I don't know. So sometimes it happens where it's like the, you know, the auto mod isn't perfect. Which is funny that this happened twice in a short period from two different people today. That normally is, like, I don't think I've ever had before someone's message get muted just because of like a lack of a space between a period and a word, which is funny. But yeah, no, bots are... They be dumb. But it's still better having the bots occasionally remove wrong messages than a million sketchy links. Would anyone like to shine in Puerto Rico? Unfortunately, I do not live anywhere near Puerto Rico. So I probably will have to pass. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Goldwing. I don't really care about that. I mean, the name works, doesn't mean I care enough about it. Well, it's kind of a cute name, but I think I can get it on a Pokemon that fits better. I don't think there's any Quilt Pokemon, but, you know, that's fine. Breezy's okay. I mean, I have a few things, yeah, like Burrowing Barn, Bard, Boreal, and Screech. I'll have to do Owls. I don't think I want to name it Screech. Although I will keep it as a name option. You know Rico though, Rex, and you've been to his port. No. I probably not shiny. I kind of just shiny hunt willy nilly without much thought into it. Whenever I do that. Burrowing Barn, Bard, Boreal. I'm trying to see like one or two of those. I don't really know if I like any of those, to be honest, that much. The fact that it's between Hooters, and Noctopus is kind of depressing me right now. But that's what it is. That's what's calling out to me. Because if I want to do Hooters and Ooters for Hootoo and Noctowl, that's kind of funny. And then I don't know what the fuck I do with a Hootoo with Noctopus, but I'm just leaving those as the options. Is there anything else I can quickly knock out? We had Venonats, we had two of them. One was Absent-Minded, one was a good sight smaller. We had Blueberry, Big Bang Bonk, Plunky, and Buggin. I kind of like Blueberry and Plunky. I have to figure out which one's going to be which, I think. But I think those are the two that call out to me. I think Big Bang Bonk, while silly, I think there's probably better Pokemon for that nickname. And I think Buggin just sounds kind of boring. I think I do Plonky the Absent-Minded and Blueberry a good sight smaller, just because blueberries are small, and I think Plonky the Absent-Minded sounds funny. I'm not going to 100% lock that in, but I think that's a good start. Oh yeah, then we had Taruntulas, because I had previously named the one other shiny Tarantula I had Toompi. So now I came up with Floopy, Soompi, Loopy, Boompy, Bloompy, Goompy, Gloopy, Moopy. I can't even say any of that right. Spoompy and Doompy. And then I also just had Bundle and Pokey as possible options. I have you. I'm the one who bought the copy of Scarlet. No, don't call it your copy. You never had the played. You never played the game. You haven't even gotten the Sword and Shield or finished Let's Go Pikachu! Or Legends Arceus! Not that you need to, but I'm saying we share Pokemon. We're girlfriend and boyfriend for reference. What happened to joint ownership? I mean, you own it indirectly, but to say that I stole your copy... I mean, I guess yeah, I guess I technically do have your copy, but shouldn't it be has our copy? Yeah. Okay, real quick, is there any of these quick tarantula names I can... So Floompy, I did like Floompy and Spoompy. Soompy, Loopy and Boompy just make it sound like Lump and Bump, and that just makes it sound like it has cancer. Doompy's kind of silly. Bloompy, Goompy, Gloompy, Moompy. I think I'm gonna go to Gloompy and Moompy and Bloompy. I think I'm just gonna leave it between Floomp. Oh yeah, there's also Soompy. I think I'm gonna keep away from that because we already have. I think we're gonna do Spoompy, probably for speed up. So I'm gonna leave Doompy and Goompy. I do kind of like Bundle and Pokey, but I think I like this terrible naming scheme. Oh yeah, and then Spinnerack. Yeah, I had named the shiny Ariados I found a ways back Airy, so I was debating if I want to name like Ortiga, Attis, or Mela to sort of fit the Team Star thing, but that was kind of a coincidence, and I only picked Airy because it's very similar to the start of Ari. So then I was looking at like Speen, Spink, Spong, Eric, and R for Spinner. Like I was trying to look at like something goofy in that regard. I don't like Spink and Spunk. Those just sound like fucking slurs. So I don't know if I want to name them Eric and Arik. Okay, that was on me. Or NR. NR just sounds dumb too, to be honest. I mean, I guess I'll keep it as options tomorrow. I figure we play probably like an hour tomorrow before we switch over, because I think I'm going to switch over to Legends Arceus then to go for those guys. Which I haven't decided if I want to... I probably won't do like a naming scheme for the Sui and Mons. I just don't think it's worth it, because they're all going to be different things. Yeah, I don't think I have enough viewers for you to probably find someone who wants to join a Union Circle, unfortunately, but maybe there's somebody. Somebody was very Shiny Luck. Nah, I mean, hey, Shiny Luck's always inconsistent. We're okay on HP candies and stuff. Okay. I'm gonna save and wrap up here. I gotta call it good for the night because it is getting kind of late. And I have work tomorrow. Womp womp. Womp. Did I hit my number key? There we go. I hit my hotkey and it wasn't doing anything. Okay. Yeah, so tomorrow I think we'll pretty much just try to wrap up some of this nickname stuff with the shinies. That's really all we need to do. Maybe I'll do like a shiny hunter or something if it works out. But I think I want to try to jump as soon as I can into the Legends Arceus. Oh, we do need to transfer the shinies over from Violet as well. So that would probably, between those two things, probably take like a good hour or so. And then hopefully that'll leave us like an hour to do some Hisuian hunting, which, I mean, it's going to be its whole own thing. We'll figure that out as we go. But, yeah, that'll be the general plan for next time. Okay, that's going to wrap things up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll be sure to get tomorrow as always. Hope to see you guys then. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!